to Zambia's first and finest visual radio, Sun FM TV.
What have you heard in the press today? What have you heard in the press today? Time for press review. Call us on 0212-617140 or send us a message on 0971 555 885. Press review from 13:30 to 14 hours. What have you heard in the press today?
It's a beautiful good afternoon to you. Welcome to your press review on Sun FM Radio and TV. And well, this is a platform that endeavors to bringing you a voice, and well, you get to give us at least a story that you've heard in the press today. And well, today being a Wednesday, we get to dedicate this particular edition of press review to women. And well, you will be coming through as a woman on 0955-855-953. And well, you as a man or my brother, my uncle, my grandfather, you can simply send us a text message on 0769122851. Well, as usual, never alone. I'm always with my friend. My name is Victor Mwanza.
My name is Lukonsha Sakala.
And well, we get straight into our first story, Coco. And our first story is coming from our Republican president. Now, President Hakainde Hichilema says if citizens do not vote well in 2026, they will go back to a life of being beaten. And the UPND spokesperson Cornelius Moetwa says 2026 is already in the pocket for the party, stating that they only worry is where they will get to find another HH in 2031. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Today is a female edition of Press Review. Coco Stories.
The trial of 4 men accused of murdering Independent Broadcasting Authority Director General Guntila Moleya failed to take place on Wednesday due to logistical issues. The state informed the court that it was facing serious unforeseen logistical challenges in facilitating attendance of witnesses.
We lost you, but you can simply call us back on 0955-855-953. 0769122851 is the number that you're sending us your text messages on. And well, we'll be more than glad to have you on this platform. Good afternoon. Who do we have on the line?
Afternoon, guys. How are you?
Very fine. Thank you. Kindly give us your name and where you're calling us from.
This is Chanda Saka from Mondola.
Chanda, kindly go ahead.
I think we just talk about this and on the news. We just want what Bakashwa news from Tabalifa. But then, I was talking about people like Nato Nakashinga, Nava. Navamuna, I won't feed my government to Kavata, Babatala, Balo, Shabakashwa. We think about them to finish against our information, our own information, and over the land that stops to elections and trying to decide to be a good Tamona Bakashwa. What they can say by Avalo Shabakashwa, the Monica Wino to come true. Then you don't follow Landa Bakateka, but because I know who you have got the same Wabali Uma. How can you not start because I do not should have put straight to what the trading number and yes, you come to look outside because I know. And you are Muntaland that Wakamunaka Monaland by a city of guys.
Thank you very much, Chanda, for coming through, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. 0955-855-953. Do remember, today is a Wednesday, and we give priority to women.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor.
Hello, Mayo. Oh, Palishina Enu.
Oh, Ishina.
Yeah, comfort.
Lisumai.
Yeah, last.
Okay. No more than a banda. We're not daughter.
Okay.
Wakoko na rasenda kwa ina chungu machiberengo ko. Ya bamulonga isia rubene kumensi. Awe nachua manga mwaisa pa ground mwaeba abantu isia rubene. Abantu bara standard. Sanika abantu bali kwa tobusi. barasende chushi instead beshi befiru bene teba bombera ko bamba bali twala obusi mwakutwala twala twachitotera mwachitako bachita explain win then alasenda kona here bazesko baliranda paliro shedding at kuma areas yambi because of hospital teki bachite nankani bali kama right yale ya chishinka abanensa bali mupepi bakula chitako benefit for fini but na ipo fwe bachiri mupepi.
Thank you very much for coming through our comfort. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're sending us on. 0769122851 is the number that you're sending us your text messages on. And we are happy to have you on this platform.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mabombeni Mama.
I'm calling Mabombeni. Tulela ndana banani?
Ngana mpundu wa Chris Ngoma.
Wa Chris Ngoma?
Mkwai bana mpundu kabushi.
Mayo kutima konkanepo.
Mkwai press review andini na chumfa kwedo chimwemwe akachero. Yo ba president bala ndiro kweba ati. Mu 2026 muka sare muka ati muka kubolera kumalushi. Kwati muka sala na abantu akwati muka bolera kumalushi. So ba president bali randa kwebwino kwena. Kwebaki 2026 ukusala kutuma sala nabantu akwati maburera kumalushi abantu kole kuchikalengo kwati bakasale bakaburera kumalushi munandi wafiki so ba president na bagombere ko kwa tindifire lubana muno muchalo kwati abantu bekasala kwati bakaburera kumalushi kufine amalaiti bagombera ko emitengo yabunga ekintu kyalundu omutengo bagombera ko kai muno abantu tukabira sema laiti ne kintu kubera to mutengo obunga Isonga basi bose ati babombera kwawe kesikubolere na kumalushi kuba kwekesha pakwati bakonga nyakwenyo nombanga tabale fisho ko abantu baleka biraniko
0955-855-953. Did you notice how many times she mentioned the word?
Exactly.
All right, so President Hakainde Hichilema says that he works hard and that therefore he expects everyone else to work hard too. And Choma UPND Member of Parliament Cornelius Muetwa says now he agrees with the people on the Copperbelt province who says that President Hakainde Hichilema has a spirit of reviving the dead projects. 0955-855-953. Let's try to pick up a call. Good afternoon. Who do we have on the line?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Boss Mahabo Mbumba.
Mkwaito hapo mbani tunaenda na vena. Okay.
Boss Mranda na Mr. George Mumbero.
Va George lelo bushku bwana mayo mkwai. Turesumisha fana mayo kututumina. Mututumine ka message twala kaberenga maomvwa. Okay, na totela. Thank you very much. Listen, it's just polite. It's just polite, Coco. 0955-855-953. And well, if you're listening to us for the first time, this is Press Review, and we welcome you to this platform. And well, today being a Wednesday, we get to prioritize women on our voice calls.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, we are speaking to Mr. Chamba calling you from Kitwe.
Victor.
Mrs. Chamba, today, sorry, Mrs. Chamba. Today is a Wednesday, so we prioritize women on our voice calls. So send us a text message, sir. Send us a text message.
I knew the rules. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Thank you very much for remembering. Please send us a text message, and we'll be more than glad. Coco is losing her patience already. People get to forget at times, but we'll keep on reminding you that every Wednesday we get to prioritize women on our voice calls. Hence, the men can send us a text message, and Coco will be able to read the text message. Good afternoon.
Okay, it's a man.
All right, it's a man. 0955-855-953. Listen, you're a man and you're listening to us right now. We are kindly asking timwa tulembera ko kamsange twalaba bakuberenga ka message kenu akonga kuliba bana mayo lelo ebo turesumisha fe kutumina amafoni echo turelo mbako lelo mkwa pa Wednesday bushku wabana mayo icho tureva suminisha febeka batumia mafoni 0955855953 is the number that you're calling us on press review, especially women calling us on that number. Messages maybe?
Yes, we
Let's speak
do
to the
have
men.
some particular messages. Moses Chansa from Chililawombwe. My first PR is what I read in today's News Diggers. People are admiring roads constructed under UPND, says Milupi Kutiwaseka. Only one road, Chingola Chililawombwe Road, and they start boasting. In fact, this will only be our road after 20 years. The PP, which they signed, is very bad. The toll plaza on the said road is the most expensive in the country, followed by Masangano Toll Plaza. So Milupi, just keep quiet. Motorists are paying through the nose for their roads. My second PR comes from the Daily Revelation newspaper today. Minister Tayali called me stupid and idiot, complains complains Dola Joseph Piri, and the two elephants are fighting is the grass that suffers. As long as the two leaders are fighting, the people of Ndola Central will never see real development. Finally, today's News Diggers newspaper, if you don't vote well, you will be back being beaten, says the president of Zambia. Better to be beaten than the harshest economy since God made Zambia. Hi, my take is what I heard on Sun FM News, where CDF empowerment and commissioning took place tomorrow at Masaiti Council. It's history since CDF was introduced. This is my first time to witness CDF. Bali Wakule Kafie Ifisuma Tuletasha. No politics, our way. From Webster Lumano.
All right. You still have more messages?
There are a lot.
There are a lot.
So we just want to run them through before.
Let's go with them.
Yeah. Hi, Sun FM. My PR is what I heard regarding the issue of power from a senior management at ZESCO who featured on Diamond TV and made an assurance that they reduced 4 hours load shedding. But these stories have been peddled before, and so when it happens, that is when it will be accepted as a depiction. That has been too much. I am Brian Chama from Dola. Good afternoon. My PR comes from ZNBC News. Mwamba Batoka Road last worked on in 1967. This revelation came out when the head of state inspected works on the said road. This shows that most parts of the nations have not seen development for a long time. Mr. Muzala within Dola. Good afternoon, Madam Coco. My PR is about our president says if you not vote well in 2026, tuka vota navele tuma if you fiebene. Harrison Walia from Luansha's Corner. My press review. Okay.
Yes.
My press review is coming from the Daily Nation newspaper, where President Echet says he's working hard and he wants us to work hard as well. I agree with him. He's working hard for increasing the price. Fertilizer, bonga, 14 hours dollar will appreciate against the kwacha. Uncle Mwanza in dollar. Good afternoon. Enjoying the program. My PR is on what the president says about elections. He should fulfill his promises. Cool. My press review is what I heard on Sun FM about our president saying we should vote wisely or else going back to being beaten. It is not about being beaten, but having a professional police service that can arrest anyone without political influence. Dr. Mwape in Dola. Do we have any calls before we go to?
It looks like we don't have a call right now, but 0955855953 is the number that you're calling us on. Mpulungu Town Council has struggled to explain the use of limited bidding to procure earth-moving equipment valued at 16 million kwacha, stating that documents justifying the procurement process could not be found. 0955855953.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I've heard about that.
Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to?
Kenan from Dola, right?
Kenan, sorry, today it's just women calling us, and send us a text message, Kenan. We'll be more than glad to read your text message. 0955855953 is the number that you're calling us on. Stories maybe.
All right, good afternoon, Sun FM Radio. My name is Paul Nyorenda, and I'm calling or texting from Masala Market in Dola. I just wanted to share with you what I heard on Millennium Radio, that the price of milli meal has been reduced by some millers, and I think this is a very good news because many people in Zambia have been struggling to buy milli meal for a long time due to the high prices, and it's been very difficult for some facilities to afford it. But now the prices have gone down, and I think it will be a big relief. So many people will be able to buy milli meal and have something to eat, which is very important for survival. Good afternoon, Sun FM. My PR is about 13 Hours Radio Phoenix FM, where Honorable G. Nkombo reported some social media personnel who used his name by saying he is challenging President HH and even saying his relationship with HH or the president is not well. But the Honorable denied all of this and reported to the police headquarters. My advice to those who are doing that on social media, please never cry for cyber fimo, and the government at it will be after the opposition. Waliachile Shea, aka Uncle B, in Dola Chifubu.
0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon. Who do we have on the line?
Hello, Mabombeni.
Mkwai, Tuabombani, Wanturandana Bena, Mkwai.
Mulanda na Charity kumfulira.
Mkwai ba Charity, ngaba konkanya pa Mkwai.
Tabu kishishwe fo ili kwena.
Mkwai ni press review, mwatu tumina mwatu webefyo mumfuire ko pamila base shale kanadekana.
Ifi wachilanda watata. Kwena watata nda walefu ase vote mwandili kulanda fetishinka chisuma. Abonsa baleta shokutela bale bomba buno kwena bale bomba buno mulisimu lelo simo la tulebila so bena bali lukyanya kale bali tulailo obufi bakabwesha dola bakabwesha obunga bakabwesha fyonse lero tabalebwesha katabu ya nomto twachala tena umo bakabwesha biladi takuni so kwena mwandini ulo Zambia mwadi wabasambirira bengi lelo lukufuna balelonga longa tuletinima so tulefu ako petule chinja kubuteko nangu nkachinja neka abantu bakachinja ako watasha.
All right, thank you very much for coming through. Ngamle tumfwa ushkwa kwamba nangula FS time yenu kutumfwa pali program yo Twitter press review mkwai I program tuileta muku michita allow nangulo kumipela ko insta iya kutila mwachita share na ifwe na bambi abale umfwa nangula bale kutika efyo mumfuire ko pamila basa shimbi. Okay, so nga mwatu tumina kutwe bati ine pamo nine Victor ngufuire kwefi pa Sun FM pa news ya pa 2 hours bachilande nefi efyo ngufuire ko efyo tuchita pali program. Thank you very much. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor.
Good afternoon. Tuwabomba fyo buno mkwani wantuendera bena ba. Mana mapalo. Not by Veronica. Mkwai, tuwa misengela ba Veronica. Ngaba konkanya po mkwai.
Awona asinda kwini barandira president ati kuchendera nokuvota twagurira na kusia kuwirira awe nabalanda sevu no mondini nabalanda sevu sana. Nangu ni bena nabateka buno kama tumora ama promises yambi ba dibombera po yambi bakiri bale bombera yambi tabala bombera. Uka wikika petonto yawe tukamubika po kaita tula kumuntu anda ki tapwilika bombele kuti nasende ko ya public forum ama kansela za kundoroko kibatala ndama chipapyo bale bomba mundora mu yapo bale kidemise ko tinshi aho bakiranda guna kilo kulande ntunguru shikiga obe ntunguru shingaire bomba ya isa background yalanda ofo ile bomba bakutaba background ba.
Okay. We lost you. 0955-855-953. I know stories are not there, but a lot of messages are there.
I know.
I know.
We do have like a limited number of messages.
Let's go. Do we have messages?
Yes. Good afternoon, guys. People will vote wisely. No need for the president to worry. People are watching and waiting to see him fulfilling his promises to the people of Zambia. 0955-855-953. In stories, we do not operate from perspective of stakeholders, and in any case, we do not know strongholds rather in an election. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has urged Borokoso PF Member of Parliament Brian Mundubile recently alleged that the commission did not want to register voters in non-UPND strongholds and was making excuses, claiming equipment was not working. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, how are you?
Very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
You're thanking from Chilabombo, Mabomba Shani.
Mkwai bachiru Duncan Mkwai lelo bush kubwa na mayo mutitumire message twalaba bakuberenga. Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953. You have a lot of messages. Go.
We've read them.
We've read them?
These are the ones that I talked about being a lot, yes.
Oh, okay.
At least we've read these ones. So
Nice.
to our gentlemen, you can continue sending your messages. We'll be able to read them and see them from
Obviously.
here.
Infrastructure Minister Charles Milupi says government has curbed corruption in infrastructure by ensuring the right cost, quality and timely delivery of project, which is why some recent completed roads are being admired. 0955-855-953. It's 13:49. We do have about 11 minutes for you to give us a call. Remember, today we're prioritizing women in calling us, and every Wednesday we get to give a loud voice to women. Good afternoon. Who do you have on the line? I'm quite one man.
Okay.
Twatotera napakutuma kumulabasa mukwaenga babwesha ka volume filya so that betona olama tunefwe. 0955-855-953.
Hello, good afternoon.
I always like when she comes
She
back,
comes
to,
back to-
tell them stop calling. Send us a text message if you're a man and you want to give us your press review. Send us a text message, and Lukonsha will be able to read it on your behalf. 0955-855-953. Stories maybe?
Yes, we do have a story. Then we'll go back to some messages. Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament, Gary Nkombo, has lodged a complaint at Zambia Police Headquarters in Lusaka of allegations circulating online that he intends to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema for the UPND party leadership position.
0955-855-953.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mabomba Chan.
Mkwai mabombeni tulelandana banani?
Hawe kumwanji nyobuteko bwetwali butemo nakyo mfa credit mwemwe icyaba president tukagenda tukabavote tukavote wayise kuvota tukatoa abavota no kubatemo no kumba bali bomba bino lero batwanje ko kwibaziko ndeni yaba mayisisa kundona twali sula malai no kusala chofuna disala because this don't nari bonke malai mumayanda kunonga mwatinisa abantu bese bali batansi epensiupati because ama-businesses ama-saluni ama-barber shop ama-weota sapali yeso balebomba nasinga because of ama-life so kutekho kwethifa twali busemota twayishiyo baye mbazesko mbafokuspedi campaign.
All right. Thank you very much. Your 1 minute is up. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Now, Central Province Minister Mwabashike Nkulukusa has commended Mulungushi and Kwame Nkrumah University for their financial discipline and capacity to operate stability. Nkulukusa has noted that most public universities in Africa typically depend on government grant to operate stability, but this is not the case with Kwame Nkrumah and Mulungushi University. 0955-855-953. You have stories?
No, we do have messages.
What's wrong with you?
Good afternoon, my PRR to HH to say, if you don't vote well, you'll go back to being being beaten than suffering. Like from the time you resume the office, the only achievement you have achieved to be jailing opposition leaders, toilets in Kitwe, Enoch in Dola, Millimil can't drop. But Millimil has dropped.
Millimil has dropped.
Millimil has dropped.
We will give an update on the Millimil prices, the new countrywide Millimil prices. We'll definitely do that.
Yes, let's do
that.
that.
The load shedding as well. We'll also have a chat around that. So stay locked on.
Yes.
Do we have stories?
A message. Hi, Sun FM. My name is Edridge Bukali from Dola Pamozi. I'm picking on the 12:45 news at Sun FM. Zesco will introduce a 7-hour schedule, a welcome move.
0955 855 953. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mabombatani.
Twabomba mkwani wantulandira bena.
Angendera Messi ukapiri.
Emkwani ngabakonkanya pomkwani.
Emkwani kirera ndapera kindera ndaona mekwateria shirisi mabuno kuyo nembotero mbako kwa abantu bekira kwa sana si. No kwa vile kara vote na futi. Mbotero kwa Aisha sana. Mara hii tatenda kwa Jesu kama mara hii na si kwa sababu kwa tukajana hivi. Nomba nisto kwa kila mara hii.
All right. Thank you very much for coming through. And in more stories, UKA chairperson Sakwiba Skota State Council says the judiciary should avoid incarcerating parliamentarians in case where a fine is applicable. Skota was commenting on the jailing of lawmaker and the subsequent by-election that Zambia has witnessed as a result. 0955 855 953 1355, and we're still together on your press review.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Mulifani.
Mkwai mulifia wino.
Bana ketira bombwe.
Mkwai bana faith ngabakonkanya pomkwai.
Mkwai tuera ndakofye itwa mfoko cha president wa Rwanda mukatuka vote wina 2026. Mkwai kuvota kwena tukavota pe wino nera tukarweta pakintu kulingana cho babomba epo tukarweta kulingana cho bare epo tukavota so yewe jibale bombe bari kunye pozibonta ko bana bomba ko pacha wana yana bomba ko pacha so yewe jibale kunye ko bara pe na totera mko.
Thank you very much. 0955 855 953 0769122851 is the number that you're sending us your text messages on. Coco, text messages
that we have for today. Good afternoon, my lovely people. From Sun FM page, former Minister of Local Government, Gary Nkombo, has filed a complaint with the police against individuals falsely claiming that he intends to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema's presidency. Mr. Nkombo, who dismissed social media allegations as false and malicious, stating that the claims are aimed at tarnishing his image and creating unnecessary political tension. Well done, Honorable. It's too much in Zambia, and we don't want to hear anyone cry. Darlington from Luansha. Good afternoon, Sun FM Radio and TV. I'm Christopher Siame from Dola. My press review is on what I heard on Radio Jimemwe, where the president said people should vote wisely in 2026 general elections. The president emphasized the importance of voting wisely and scrutinizing leaders to serve the Zambian people effectively. While acknowledging that some individuals have been mistreated by cadres, I believe that those who complain about such issues are often those involved in politics. As someone who has avoided politics, I've personally not experienced such problems. My message to the president is to focus on delivering promises, and the people will decide which or his fate in 2026. Work well. Good afternoon, Zambia. My PRI is what I heard on Sun FM about infrastructure minister talking about timely delivery of projects. Yes, you can do that, but giving a foreign contractor being given money from NAPSA and workmen's and giving them 23 years to operate the toll plaza is a case to be investigated. Mr. Mwale in Luansha.
Emmanuel Mwamba says a U.S. ambassador to Zambia, Mike Gonzalez's decision to go public without informing government is a sign of protest. Over a week ago, Gonzalez held a press briefing at the American embassy where he announced that the U.S. government had cut $50 million worth of medical aid to Zambia due to government failure to act on the theft of U.S. donated medicine and medical supplies. 0955 855 953. We're squeezing a caller and we'll call it a wrap. Good afternoon.
Hello, Mlishani.
Mkwai tulifia bwino lwantulandira bena.
Ndandana vanita bwalia.
Vanita bwalia. Ngwiba letu mina mkwai.
Tuli kuchira bombwe.
Ngabakonkanya hapo mkwai.
Mkwai. Kama kulanda kwa president iskini balandire atimukabwela kumaloshi. Hello.
Mkwai tulebomfo mkwai.
Mkwai awe ikintu natukosa mwa fashion natukosa ikintu kulechula. Kulechula manjini tunapana. Kusema boya tena kumaloshi ikintu munga mwapitia takunkanya. Ko batula irete bale bomba.
Valanda $2 who appreciate in 24 hours. 24 hours they can appreciate na number. It has $1. Ubunga tewa usangire bwa $1. How manzini. My election, but Jinta Filawena, when my election and paid better Filaway election. Number Skaway that you like me. How manzini.
All right.
I'm about to need to look at it, but manzini creating a man in after Inja. Chula.
Thank you very much for coming through. Thank you very much for coming through. Last but not the least, the Committee on Local Government Account has held the Chilubi Town Council embarked on implementing 18 projects costing 7,151,352 without signed approved by the World Bank Committee. With that story, my name is Victor Mwanza.
My name is Lakonsha Sakala.
Coming your way, we do have RT. We cross over to our Russian counterparts. Good afternoon.
This is Sun FM. It's 2 p.m. Sun FM.